Hey yogis, my name is Caroline. This is 10 Tiny Toes Yoga and you're pregnant. First, congratulations on your pregnancy and welcome to what might be the hardest 13 weeks of your pregnancy. So we're talking exhaustion, fatigue, nausea, dizziness. Sounds awesome. So you've come to yoga to find some relief, and this practice today is going to be the practice for you. So this practice will not be heart thumping, a sweat fest, but it will be helping you find your breath, calm your mind, nurture your back, open up your body, just to create some more space inside for that awesome little baby, maybe babies, to grow. So what I would like for you to do is grab a pillow or a blanket or a towel just so you can sit on top of it in the beginning part of our mat just to cushion your sit bones. Grab a mat, put on some stretchy pants, and let's get flowing. All right, mama, so let's begin. We're gonna start seated on that little towel or blanket. Anything you have in your house will probably work. And the point is just to elevate your hips above your knees, just finding some comfort and some openness in your hips and thighs. And we're gonna start just with opening up our shoulder and our neck. So sitting up tall, I want you first just to kind of wiggle side to side or move the fleshy bits out from underneath your sit bones just to find a firm foundation down on your mat. Relaxing your hands down onto your knees. We're gonna begin with some shoulder shrugs. So pinching your shoulders in together, roll them up by your ears. And as you exhale, pull them down your back. 2 more times, bringing them forward and up, and then exhaling down and back. 1 more, inhale, forward and up. And then exhale, relax your shoulders down by your side. Find that comfortable tall spine again. And let's open up our neck a little bit. So I want you to take your right ear over to your right shoulder. Be mindful not to let that left shoulder creep up. You still want to be pushing it down and back, feeling that openness happening in your neck. Take a deep inhale in here. And then as you exhale, roll your chin down into your chest, feeling the top of your neck open up. And then on your next inhale, roll your ears over so that your left ear is above your left shoulder. Again, make sure you haven't rolled forward. Pull that spine back straight and tall. Core is in tight. Your right shoulder is down. And let's do that 1 more time to each side. So exhale, drop your chin down into your chest. Inhale, roll it over to the right. Exhale, dropping your chin down 1 last time. Feel everything just open up, giving yourself a better way to breathe and to feel your pressure in. Inhale, your chin straight on up. And we're gonna go into some Ujjayi breathing. So I want you to start our first 2 breaths in through your nose, but out through your mouth. Just they're cleansing. You're getting rid of all of that doubt, that fear, any anxiety in your body. So on this first inhale, take a deep inhale in through your nose. Feel your ribs expand. And then as you exhale, shove all of that doubt out. 1 more time. Take a deep breath in. Open up your mouth. Let that breath go. Lick your lips, close your mouth, and let's start to breathe in and out through our nose. So in yoga, this is called your Ujjayi breath, and this is a very handy breath for when we're going through prenatal yoga because it helps you just kind of to be aware of how much energy you're exerting. You never want to be grasping for your breath. And this is also breathing that you can take with you when you get into delivery with your labor. So let's see what that looks like. So on an inhale, I want you to inhale in through your nose. Feel that air come down into your ribs, expanding them. And as you exhale out through your nose, slowly exhale, hugging your baby in, closing your chest. Now let's get some counting to that. So on an inhale, we're going to inhale for 4. So inhale in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. So continue that count in your head. Hopefully as you go through your yoga practice, you might expand that to a 5 count or a 6 count. But that's going to help you monitor your blood, the blood pressure, and help you to lower down your blood, slow down your heart, which is a very handy thing when you start to feel those anxious moments. So take one more deep breath in, just like that. And then exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Flutter your eyes open. And I want you to take a moment, place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly, and start to connect with your breath with your baby. So starting to really acknowledge the baby inside. So when you take your next inhale in, slowly breathing in, feeling that hand on your rib cage and your heart expand. As you exhale, hug that baby in, feeling your core start to activate. Inhale, open up your ribs. Exhale, hug baby in. As you continue with this, just imagine with every inhale in, you're breathing in all of this oxygen, which is going down into your lungs, going straight into your bloodstream, and it's just flowing around and swirling around your baby. So exhale and hug baby in. Inhale, pull in more of that great energy, that cool air. Feel your body just oxygenating that blood, feeding your baby. And then exhale, let that breath go. One more breath. And exhale. Bringing your hands to prayer hold just in front of your chest. I want to take a moment in your practice today to set an intention. Now, intention is something that you want to build not only on your mat today, but also in your life. Something that's going to help you deal with your pregnancy or deal with things that get to you a little bit better. So for instance, I could work with patience today. So maybe that's one that I'll work on. It could be patience or acceptance or gratitude. But I want you to breathe in that you are going to be, for instance, I will be patient with my practice today. And then off the mat, I can be patient when I'm dealing with coworkers or with family or with waiting to see this baby inside. So one more deep breath in. And then exhale. Now let's get started moving. So taking your hands down to either side of you on the mat, sitting up tall, rooting down through your foundation. We're going to start with some side bends. So I want you to inhale, sweep your right arm around and up. And as you exhale, bend over to the left side, keeping your sit bones rooted evenly into the mat, creating space in your side body so that baby's got tons of space to grow into. And then inhale and come up. And exhale over to the other side. One more time. Inhale and come up. Exhale over to the other side. Let's even it out so we're not walking around in circles. Up and exhale over to the right. Coming on up to seated, bring both hands up above your head. And like you would make a fist, interlacing your fingers, I want you to sweep those arms behind you, interlacing your fingers to create a fist behind you. And then pull the heels of your palms together, pulling those shoulder points back. You can relax your hands down on the mat behind you if that feels good. But take a deep breath, lifting your sternum, lifting your throat. Don't let your head fall back. You want to still keep that straight spine. But feel the opening in your chest, opening up your heart, letting it shine. And then exhale. Release your hands out of that position. And I want you to bring your feet to a butterfly. So you're bringing the soles of your feet together. And this is a great position to get into throughout your whole prenatal journey because it's just going to help to open up your pelvis, which will help obviously with the delivery of that baby. But we find so many oftentimes that we start to get this hunched shoulder from either the dense breast tissue from your boobs growing or just the weight of life, I guess. So we're gonna really work on contracting, fixing your posture, strengthening your upper back. So grabbing your ankles, I want you to once again pull your chest through, squeeze those shoulder blades behind you. Imagine I've got like a Sharpie that I've put between your shoulder blades and I want you to pinch it. So holding that Sharpie there, and then exhale, release. Walk your feet out couple more inches just to get more space, more openness in your hips. And we're going to go with some pelvic rolls. So you're going to inhale, sweep yourself to the left and forward. And then as you exhale, you're going to circle back. So this is starting to open up all of those muscles in your low back. So we're starting to feel that. We say that the motion is the lotion. So we're just lubricating those joints, making them feel a lot better for all of the weight that they're about to be added on with that baby. Once you've gone 3 times in one direction, we're going to reverse. Roll around the other way. Really arching your back when you get back there and pulling your chest through. Making sure we do 3 on each side, just evening it up. Feel all of this space you're creating inside of your body. And then coming back up to a seated position, you can leave your feet in the butterfly, or if that's starting to get a little tight in your hips, you can always go right back to your Sukhasana, your easy seated pose. And we're going to start with a little seated cat and cow. So when we do this, normally for cat and cow, you're just lifting your chest through, opening your sternum and your throat, and then exhaling and rolling back. So let's start there. Do one of those with me. So inhale, hands on your knees, pull your chest back, lift your throat, and exhale, roll back, hugging baby in. So this is opening the front and the back of your spine. But I want to add some posture bit to it. So as you inhale, lift your right arm up, and exhale, roll it back. Inhale, roll your left arm up. And exhale, roll it back. Once again, we're opening up the chest, opening up your body, creating space for baby as we inhale up. And as we exhale back, we're stretching our shoulder blades apart. Inhale, squeeze it back forward, strengthening that back, flexing your mid-back. And that's the last one. Exhale, roll it back. And then come back up to your comfortable seated position. Now we're going to stretch out your legs a little bit. We'll be adding a lot more strength and stamina in our videos for 2nd or 3rd trimester, where you're really feeling great and you're ready to get into some more strength building. But like I said, this is geared mostly for 1st trimester, for the nurturing aspect of your pregnancy. So we're just getting into the stretching, the feeling good. So extending your right leg long, flexing your toes up towards the sky just to protect your knee and engage your quadriceps and your calf muscles here. I want you to inhale, circle that left arm around and up to the sky. And as you exhale, bend down over your extended leg. Feel this super yummy openness happening along that left side body. As well, you're starting to stretch out your hamstrings and your calf muscle in your right leg. Inhale, circle that arm back up, and we're going to plant it right behind your left knee on the mat. And we're going to push our hips up to really stretch out that hip flexor, your round ligament. As baby grows, you're going to have to start stretching this ligament out. So as you inhale, push your hips up to the sky, leaning your arm back. Stretch from your right toes to your right fingertips. And now let's make some circles with our arms just to really get into our shoulders. So leaning forward, and then exhale, circle that arm back around. Following it with your gaze if you want. You can inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, draw it back. One more. Inhale, circle it up. And exhale, sit on down. Now from here, you're going to pull that right leg just directly out in front of you. So when we have it to the side, we're more working on opening the pelvis and the hips. But right now, we're going to really get into your glutes, into the back of your hamstring. So grabbing that pillow, and if you don't have one, it's not necessary, but it just adds another level of comfort because we're all about making you feel good. I want you to place that pillow down on your extended right leg, flexing those toes up once again. And as you exhale, you're just going to lay down over this pillow. Feel that stretch behind your legs. we start to have that relaxin hormone, which is lovely for childbirth. It's the hormone that relaxes the tendons of your pelvis so the baby can pass through. But that hormone does not just work on the ligaments of your pelvis. It's going to be working on your knees and your hips, and everything is going to get loose. So you want to make sure that you're protecting the integrity of those joints. Never go past your limit, but enjoy your newfound flexibility. And then inhale, roll yourself back up. Take that pillow off to the side, and we're going to switch to your other leg. So pulling my right leg in, extending my left leg out once again, keeping those toes flexed to engage all of the muscles of your legs. Inhale, circle your arms around and up. And as you exhale, lean to the left, opening up your right side body now, feeling this amazing stretch. This is one of my favorites to do in the morning. And then inhale, bring your arms back up. You're going to place that right hand on the mat right by your right knee, and we're going to do that opener on your opposite side. So pushing down through your knees, lifting up your hips, stretching that round ligament, those hip flexors, extending your arm up towards the sky. And once again, we're going to go into those arm circles. So inhale, forward. Exhale, circle them back. And we're going to go 3 times. So this is 2. Following my fingers with my gaze, this makes 3. And then sit your hips down. Bring that left leg now directly out in front of you. Toes are flexed up, protecting the integrity of your joints. Placing that pillow down if you want to. It just adds another level of comfort again. And just fold down. So this is a great posture to do in your first trimester. As you get on and baby gets larger, this isn't going to be one that's very accessible to you. You'll have to always come off to the side because you'll have to make space for that baby. But for right now, while you can, just feel that opening, feel that stretch, really getting into your glutes, your low back. And then inhale, come on up. Take that pillow off to the side. You can come up off of your blanket or your towel, and we're going to roll down onto our backs. So starting to be very aware of how you roll back. You want to not engage your abdominals too much because you might run the risk of diastasis rectus, where your abs start to split. So we're going to be very cautious about how we work our core when we're pregnant. So starting to get used to it, even in that first trimester, roll down, holding onto your hamstrings so that you can have that grip on your way down. And we're going to go into a supine twist. So starting on your right side. So in pregnancy, you're going to be told not to do twists that start on your back. It is fine to do a twist that's on your side because the baby is off to the side. They're not on any of your organs. So stacking up your joints, your ankles, your knees, your hips, extending your arms out in front of you. I want you to inhale, lift your right arm up to the sky. This is actually my left. And then exhale, roll that shoulder back behind you. Your shoulder, your backhand, they do not have to become flat on the mat. You're working more towards this opening across your chest, this slight wringing out of your upper spine. And then on an inhale, roll your hands back up. And exhale, you're going to roll on your side just over to the back of your mat. So rolling all the way through. Same thing. So you're stacking your hips, your knees, your joints. And on an inhale, you're going to lift your right arm up to the sky. And as you exhale, let that arm fall behind you. Opening up once again your chest, just twisting that spine. Your lymphatic system runs all along your spine. So you're just detoxifying yourself while you're down here. And then on an inhale, you're going to pull that right arm back up. And you are going to come into your Savasana, staying right there on your left side if that's comfortable to you. So if you want to, on your left side, you can put a pillow between your knees. That can kind of help to protect your hips if they're starting to feel sore. But if you are still comfortable laying on your back, there is no need for you to have to come to your side, but it will feel good to you just to elevate your knees a little bit. So just laying down on your mat, propping something under your knees just to get out of your low back. Coming down into your Shavasana, I want you to just stay here. Feel all of the blood rushing through your body. Feel the openness that you've just created in your neck and across your chest and in your hips. And stay down here in this Shavasana as long as your schedule and your time will permit. This is arguably the most important pose where you just let your body take in the benefits of everything that you've just done. So remaining down there as long as you would like to, as long as your schedule will permit. I just want to encourage you to stick with your yoga practice. First trimester is rough, but it gets so much better. Second trimester is the honeymoon. And then after third, you got a baby. So we've got this. So if you like this video, please check back to our channel, 10 Tiny Toes Yoga, and check out different videos of different lengths for different trimesters, for different energies. If you're ready to get up and sweat, check out a video for that too. So going forth, let there be peace and love in your thoughts, peace and love in your words, and peace and love in your heart. From my heart to yours, and that little one fiercely beating inside your chest. Namaste.